Matt, we're live.
Hey, howdy, hey, everyone. Welcome to another Stack Your Lives. Sorry, I am pouring an adult beverage, which is Dr. Pepper Zero and gin.
How is that because that's not a combination I would ever think would combined.
You know what? It's gin from Scotland, and it's gin.
I mean, gin is delightful. I am a fan of the gins, but it's not something I would put with Dr. Pepper Zero.
I'm just rolling with it at this point. Yeah.
I mean, drink what you want. I am not a purist in many things when it comes to consumption, but that is not one. I don't know. I don't know if I would try that combination. Let me put it that way.
That's fair. I don't hate it. I don't know that I would go out of my way to recommend it. Hey, Tariq, how's it going?
Happy pre-turkey day. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Happy worst travel day of the year in any year except for this one because travel is down about 5%.
It is down. Yeah,
across the board.
it is.
I wonder why.
No reason. No possible reason. Yeah, a Spring Hill Suite.
Ooh, Marriott Properties.
Marriott. I love Marriott properties. That's why I booked them through Delta Stays.
I don't mind Marriott Properties. I enjoy a Marriott property.
It's the Bond Boy.
It is.
So we may do something tomorrow, but tomorrow is also Thanksgiving. So things happen. We are also doing like a Wednesday, Thursday tandem right now. Just roll with it. Sometimes we're live in the middle of the week. Hey, booked by Delta Stays for your $100 credit. Let's go. I'm vibing that one. I've used my first 2026 credit. So that was exciting for me. It's for a companion pass off of one of my Delta cards. So that is my first technically 2026 credit because it's for the 2026 year.
Okay.
So it's
pre-book, pay when you stay.
No. It's the actual companion pass for a flight in March.
Oh, okay.
So it's technically a 2026 credit. And Tariq booked a hotel stay on cash. Well,
that's because he's out of points.
Are you out of points, sir? Too bad I already burned my surpass credit. So you've booked multiple things in cash. I'm down. Okay, this is strange.
Going on the TV and this live on the laptop at the same time. Dueling SYP. Well, the SYP for Monday will be far more.
It'll have double the hosts.
You will have double the hosts. What's the word I was looking for? I'm blanking. Doesn't matter.
Punchy. We were all a little bit punchy on Monday.
Yes.
I have to, if I can, remind myself to do my passport. I keep forgetting.
You still haven't done that?
Because my passport is in a family lockbox with like all of our very important documentation. It is under somebody else's bed. So to remind myself to go into their bedroom, get the lockbox out and get the key to open the lockbox, it's just not something I think about on any given day. So I have not, but it'll happen. I double. 100,000 Hilton points.
Didn't want to burn them on a $200 Spark stay. Spark is supposed to be their like budget brand. Yeah. What the hell?
Good job. Pausing. So I don't need a passport to go to Hawaii. This is true. I like having a backup passport on me. I actually carry my passport ID card as in my backup wallet, so I have another form of ID. So having more ID is good. I like having ID. But yes, I don't need I don't need a passport to go to Hawaii. I do need a real ID to go to Hawaii, which I have three options now, so that'll be good. How is the gin and the Dr. Pepper Zero vibing, Matt?
It's working right now. It's working.
I mean, hey, I want you to drink what makes you happy, and if gin and Dr. Pepper Zero makes you happy, then I hope you do it. Now Clinton's got us on the hotel TV for the live. Clinton,
Sweet.
me on a
We
hotel TV
appreciate you.
is one of my happy things, so thank you very much. When I moved from California for Hawaii, literally 10 people. You know, I feel like Americans are not the best in not the best with geography.
And yes.
Yes, you can, not for air travel. For air travel to go to Canada, you would need a passport. For driving into Canada, if you have certain types of license, you can drive into Canada. I think a boat also works. I know the New York State enhanced license. A lot of states on the Canadian border have versions of enhanced licenses where you can drive into Canada. But yeah, so I could drive to Canada. I have thought of going to the Intercontinental in like Montreal. I have not, but I could. So yeah, so yes, you can in certain ways.
Yep.
The ID created for your passport is for TSA only. You need the actual passport for I think the passport card you still can do ground crossing in Canada. I think Mexico too, but for the majority of it, yes, a digital ID is created. But you know, it's always good to have backups. Yep. I want to know the first person who goes to a bar and presents this to the bartender.
It's not going to go well. I can tell you that much because there's no photo to it.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna. You're not gonna have a good time. Now, if your actual ID, like your actual driver's license, is on your phone, that should work. I'm sorry, I'm paying attention to one of the worst played periods of hockey I think I've ever seen. Anyway, if you're in a state that allows your ID to be on your phone, then that would work. But yeah, this current thing with Apple and your passport is not going to work to let you drink.
I haven't played around with it to know if the Apple version of it does this, but we'll see. So New York does not allow licenses on Apple phones yet. They have their own app. Matt, have you played with that app at all?
I have it. Yeah.
How is it?
You ever pay a vendor a lot of money and not get a particularly good product for the amount of money that you paid?
I believe they call that the Albany special.
Yeah. Oh.
I live in the boondocks, but that is cool. So Matt, what do you want to talk about tonight? What should we chat about on this glorious Wednesday evening?
I don't know. I've got my first IHG stay as a platinum member coming up this weekend.
Oh yeah? Which level of IHG are we doing?
Platinum.
No. I mean,
just a Holiday Inn
of hotel. Okay.
Holiday Inn, not a Holiday Inn Express. I don't know why I have to do the difference there, but you know, it is a Holiday Inn, not a Holiday Inn Express, and that's fine. I will be in. What are we talking about? I'll be on Long Island in Westbury.
I understand grammatically that saying on Long Island is correct, right? Like I understand that is how one says that particular phrase. It feels the most Long Island because if you ever say, nobody ever says I'm going on Staten Island, right? It's like you're always going to Staten Island, but with Long Island, I'm going on Long Island. Like it's grammatically correct, but it is so perfectly Long Island that it's just it's fantastic. It's that little bit of Long Island.
I don't understand it. I mean, I understand, but if I say I'm going to the island, or I'm in Long Island, don't say in Long Island to a Long Islander. It is probably the cardinal sin of all cardinal sins with Long Islanders. So yeah, it'll be. I don't know, but yeah, upgrading from Holiday Inn Express to the Intercontinental next week. Then I'll be kicking IHG to the curb. Well, you still have that terrible Hyatt card. You should probably get rid of that too.
Is there a good Hyatt card? Like,
not yet.
They don't want a good Hyatt card.
So one of the next videos I'll do, if I'm not feeling like about my videos, is going to be like reacting to frequent milers premium Hyatt card request.
He canceled that card.
Yeah, okay. Keith, I don't have your level of spend to maintain the Hyatt biz.
Keith, you're in an adjacent category of credit card users with a net worth that I feel like when I walk into a hotel and I'm like, I do not have the net worth for this if I did not have a credit or points. That's you, sir. And I applaud you for that. But Matt and I do not have your drip.
Yeah.
It's called the CSR and Chase destroyed it.
They didn't destroy it. It's perfectly fine. You just have to do most of your Hyatt purchases through the travel portal now, which, considering that Chase has expanded their relationship with IHG to basically put all IHGs into the travel portal as IHG eligible, IHG One Rewards eligible, if they do that with Hyatts, then the CSR becomes like the best Hyatt card.
For a certain type of spend. Like, that's the problem, is if you're doing general travel, if you're doing anything other than like food and travel and hotels or airlines through it, it becomes like the multipliers don't work for a lot of people based on how they positioned the card before.
Right. I'm saying if they allow you to have your status reflected with World of Hyatt in the portal. Right.
But what I'm saying is I'm saying is the multipliers for most people most of the time are not what they were before. Right? Like, Clinton's talking about he had to put a cruise on his autograph because his CSR sucks now, which I don't know if I believe that the CSR sucks point blank. I think it sucks for a lot of people who held it. And that's the difference.
Sure. And I'm not going to deny that losing the 3X doesn't suck. It absolutely sucks. But, I'm just trying to roll with the new reality. And since they're moving one of their major hotel partners into their portal to reflect status in the portal, if they do it with Hyatt, which, given that they have expanded they're continuing their relationship, there's rumor of the expanded of the premium World of Hyatt card. There is they're going to add they're going to add Explorist onto the Sapphire Reserve, potentially even Discoverist. I'm not 100% sure. But if they put Discoverist on it for no additional cost or no additional spend, and Explorist at 75,000 spend, don't put the 75,000 spend through for Explorist. But if you have Discoverist on the Sapphire Reserve and you can book in the Chase travel portal, it becomes your cash like sub $200 Hyatt booking card with no problem, because you'll earn 8-time Chase points that way.
Right. So I think we're talking about two different things.
Okay.
You're talking about getting the most points for Hyatt specifically.
Yes.
I'm talking about the CSR being a good credit card for most of the people who held it before and who are looking at it in the future. I don't think the CSR is a bad card point blank. I think the CSR is not the same credit card it was for people before, and it makes it harder to recommend in the future unless you're doing something very specific.
Yeah. But I've sort of just moved past the like the we can't just continually mourn the 3X, right? It's a pain in the ass.
I think there's a difference. there's a difference between mourning something and saying that the reality is this card is probably not for most people anymore. That's not mourning it. That's being realistic to what this card is.
Yeah, and it's probably not for most people, but then you get to go back to the original. Then you get to go back to the genius, like get to go back to a question of what premium travel card is for most people. Because if you have the budget to do any of the premium cards, and you can make any of them work with that budget, it's then just a question of how much more additional work do you want to do. Because a lot of people are content just getting their $300 credit and not worrying about the DoorDash credits, not worrying about the Lyft credits, not worrying and would much rather have the Lyft 10x with the Lyft Pink All Access. I don't think Lyft Pink All Access is worth it, but Lyft Pink is certainly good. And, there are folks who are willing to take that loss of $550. I'm sorry, that loss of $250 to at least have the guaranteed 1.5. And yes, the card is no longer that, but the consistent well, now it's this and this and this and this. Yes, it is those things. If you choose to go down those paths, you can still get a good enough amount of value with the $300 travel credit, the $300 in StubHub. And that's 600 of 795. Not every card needs to be plus.
I think not every card needs to be plus. I think once you break a certain threshold, it needs to get really close. I would argue the CSR and the Platinum have to at least be neutral for most people to hold them in a way that's going to actually be beneficial to them. I hold the Platinum. I have run the numbers on how much value I get from the Platinum compared to what I have to pay for the annual fee. I did that for my 2025 at the higher annual fee, which I have not paid yet, and I still came out ahead. So I think that most people, I think saying the card sucks is not true. Saying the card is not for a lot of people who have held it and they're now in a place where they need to find an alternative, and just saying, but you can still get value from this card if you change everything about how you credit card is not a helpful thing to say to them.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people can get value from StubHub. A lot of people have also been burned and are just never going to use StubHub again. A lot of people live in places that don't necessarily have a lot of choice of options for them to use StubHub. A lot of people just don't do things. So I think you're trying to overcorrect from the people that say it sucks now, point blank with no caveats. I think it's between the card is great and it sucks now. I think there's a lot of shading in there that is true. The card does still work for you. You've talked about it. The card does work for you. It doesn't work for you the way it did before, but you have taken the time and found a way to make it work. A lot of people who held it don't want to have to find that way. They wanted it to be like the Platinum refresh, where nothing of the fundamentals of the card changes. Simply things are added to it at the higher price point. And I think that's the fundamental tension. Take out the YouTube people, because the YouTube people, most people who have pounded their chests, good or bad, about this card are not living on this planet. I think a lot of people who are genuinely upset about this just simply are upset they have to find a way for a card to fit into their life that before they didn't have to find a way. It just did. And now they have to find that way. There is, and I know what it is, and I'm excited.
It's healthy for solo travel. It is not quite healthy enough for for family travel. I've got 300,000 chase points, 150,000 Wells points, 225,000 Hilton points, and just under 40,000 Rove miles. and 53,000 JetBlue points. So like I could use more.
I have just shy of 1 million Hilton points, and I'm doing something. Like I'm doing something. It's one of those. So I go to hotels fairly often. I try to do one trip a month at least, big or small. Try to do one trip a month. My problem right now is family, and logistics of like not necessarily taking family with me, but like helping out with my grandmother, things like that, to where I don't always have a consistent, I can absolutely book this and I'll be able to go. I also, a lot of places I want to go are in colder areas, and we're about to hit December, January, February, and even March. So, like going to Boston in February can be beautiful, but also like the Red Sox aren't playing, and a lot of that is not happening. So it's a question of uh, just logistics, but those points will be gone at some point. And you know what? The Hilton on Hawaii does look pretty nice. I don't know if I want to pay for that flight again. So there's that. I'd like to make the CSR work, but I don't see it happening unless they. I think if they made the dining credit just a dining credit, doesn't have to be at their super special Chase portal, it would ease a lot of the tension. Um, I do. I think that could up a lot. Um, yeah, Amex seems to have the code of just simply being able to allow people to do things that other issuers can't and making it work.
Yeah.
Like Amex is very good at being like, would you like employee card offers? Would Keith's mom like $4 billion points if she takes all of these no lifetime language offers? Would you like this? Would you like this? And it works for them. Also, I think if Chase owned their payment network the way Amex owns their payment network, this is a very different conversation.
Yes. So. Or if Chase was able to get a bigger cut of the payment or the settlement fees.
Yeah. City is city, and you have to deal with their customer service if anything has an issue. Wells Fargo doesn't have the transfer partners people are typically looking for. There are some sweet spots. If you're doing cashback, it's a great ecosystem. Like I would give up both of my US bank cards for the autograph, like happily. I can't. They won't take me. But I think Wells Fargo has some great cards. I'm interested when they have more transfer partners, how that goes. And Keith has 15,000 road miles and 10% goes to you, Matt.
I have like 13,000 miles pending from referral spend. So I'm waiting for all that to actualize. Oh, and StubHub spend and this weekend's hotel. Because I booked that hotel through Rove.
I'm staying at a hotel right before my flight to Hawaii. But there's no it's one of those hotels that doesn't really have upgraded rooms. Like every room that you're in is basically the same layout. Some just have like the couches that pull out and some don't. Like some have a couch, but it doesn't pull out. Some have the couches that pull out. So all of the rooms are basically the same. So there's no upgrading. So my diamond status is not going to do much for me there, but they do have Wagyu sliders with Gruyere and caramelized onions that are very good. So I'll be using my dining credit there. Very
perfect. I don't know about any expanded because I'm looking at Orlando right now and I see 1, 2, 3, 4 edit hotels. So that's not good.
Yeah, you would think Miami would have a couple more.
Let's go check Miami.
867 road miles and 10% are going to Matt.
Boom.
I have to remember the dust light. No light bulb. So I went to a Hyatt. I went to my first Hyatt, Matt. It was in Vermont, up in
Yep.
Stowe. It was a gorgeous hotel, absolutely gorgeous. So I check in and I get all of my accoutrements. I get chocolates and water and all of this.
Hmm.
I did not seem to get a upgrade from it, but whatever. I'm happy. I'm happy to be there, right? So I go. It was. I'll talk about it in a second, Tariq. I did in fact go to a Hyatt. Um, I got there. I did my check-in process. I got the binder of things that like they give you with the list of what you get through FHR, all of that. Get my key card, go up to the room. Key card doesn't work.
Nice.
Key card just like, I don't know who you are or why you're trying to get in this room, but this room doesn't work. So I go back down to the front desk and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. Key card doesn't work. It flashes red every time I do it. So I got an upgraded room from that because they're just like, we're not going to try this again. So I got an upgraded room with a fireplace
Nice.
and a shower and a sunken tub. But so this is a ski town, right? Like Stowe is very much into skiing. It's very luxurious skiing. It's not, Vermont has two speeds, meth and money. Those are the two speeds in Vermont. You either are in the very economically challenged areas of Vermont where everybody's armed, or you're in like Stowe where people are paying $800 a room for off season, right? So they have locked closets in these rooms that are called owner's closets where you can leave your skis that are locked. So just regular people can't access them, but you can leave personal items in these closets. So when you come to ski, because some people will rent these for, every weekend of ski season, you don't have to actually bring your skis. Like
Okay.
it was that level of Hyatt. It was very nice. I had a very good time. I'm very glad I had. So the reason, Tariq, that I went to a Hyatt is because I had my FHR credit. And I did not have the ability to travel far away right now with some family stuff. So I needed to find a local one. And there's actually 3 FHR hotels in Vermont. There's a couple within driving distance in like New Hampshire and different things. So I went there and it was lovely. I would go back. But I did walk in and my first thought was, I am not in the right tax bracket for what hotel I'm in. But it was great. It was lovely. I had a beef short rib with polenta for dinner. It was very good. I did not get up early enough to have breakfast, and I had late checkout, and I didn't get to use it because it was snowing and I wanted to get home before the daylight was gone. But I had a 4 p.m. checkout that I was like, I get to try late checkout. I'll see what all the fuss is about. Nope, started snowing, so I left so I could drive home in the daylight.
That's fair. That is definitely fair.
But yes, it was a very fancy Hyatt. I'm my stance on Hyatt is the same as my stance on Marriott. I do not wish to engage with your program, but your properties are lovely.
There's that.
Like I don't need another program to engage in. I have Hilton, I have IHG. I'm good on my programs. But yes, I would go back. I would go back with my FHR credit firmly engaged.
There you go.
I got to use the valet, which I don't normally do, but I have an electric vehicle. The only way to get the electric vehicle charged is to go through the valet and tell them, hello, I would like my EV charged, please. And they plugged it in. So when I left, I had 100% battery. It was great.
Nice.
I didn't have to stop anymore. So yeah, it was great. They have a little app. So they give you a little card. There's an app that you can request your car without having to like call down or anything. You just hit a button and the car will be there when you come out. It was great.
Interesting.
It was a good time. I had fun. I lived it up. I did not try the room service because again, I woke up too late and I was like, I don't have time for breakfast. But it was good. I had fun. There was a spa. There was a hot tub and it was snowing and people were just chilling in the hot tub as it snowed, because that's a very New Englandy, Northeast thing to do, is be in a hot tub as it snows. Yes, Clinton. There is an app for that, and there was. It was great. I now have, I think, 50 Hyatt points to my name because I did FHR, so you get points. So that was great. It was a good time. I
50.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm all the way up to 50. Kirby, welcome. Hello. But yeah, I had a good time. I am all packed for Hawaii. I had to take out some things from my EDC backpack because I have to fit these bad boys in the front pouch of my bag, because I am not. So I have Bose QC Ultras. They're fine headphones. You know what they don't do, Matt? And you're wearing a pair of AirPods. What does Apple allow Apple devices to do? Or what does Apple devices do very, very well that non-Apple devices do not do as well?
Cross-device pairing?
Switching automatically off of that cross-device pairing.
Yeah.
So if I'm on my phone listening to something and I pause it and hit play on my iPad, with these things on my head,
it just moves.
Yep. Just moves. Doesn't stutter, doesn't start, just it moves. And if I'm going to be on a 10-hour flight and I need things to work, I want these on my head. I had to find my headphone bra because that's what this case looks like. And it took a minute. So, but yes, these will be in my bag. The front pocket of my my Air backpack supports exactly this size of headphone. So they will be on me. I have a little button that I'll hit and the world will go away and I will be in my Delta One little cocoon with my MacBook Air and my iPad. I will probably bring both the MacBook and the iPad because I'm that person. Yes. I also upgraded my parents to Delta One for both the trip out and the trip back. I am deserving of so much things.
You're just trying to win Daughter of the Year.
I am also the only daughter. So the bar is, for Daughter of the Year, the bar is really low. For Child of the Year, I have to work a little harder.
There's that. That's fair. Let's see. All filter. Yeah. No, the edit is still at 1370. It's not great. It's really not great. In the next 12 months, they have to at least double the size of the edit. And if they can't do that, like they need to, I almost think they have to pull the plug.
And somebody, I mean, here's the thing with the edit, and FHR a little bit is in this or anything else, right? Is like so many of the benefits of that are if available.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's the problem, is like upgrades if available. Like late check or early check-in if available. Like there are so many problems with people go on like Reddit and complain because of the if available. So
well, that's because they don't read it as if available. They read it as
you will
guaranteed.
Absolutely get this.
Yes. You are the only special star in the known universe who has ever set foot in this hotel, and therefore you are entitled to all the things.
The new AirPods Pro 3s are great. They're truly fantastic.
Yeah, I'm still on my AirPod Pro 2s.
I have the Pro 2s that are my spare pair, like, and then I have my Pro 3s that I listen to every day while I work. So I have one, like the 3s are the ones like if I leave my house I take. The 2s are in my bedroom where I just have them if I'm watching like TV or if I'm just on my phone. Pull the entire CSR refresh. The problem is they can't. Like there are contracts signed with different companies and it would be oh so bathy to do.
Yeah, I don't know that they can do the whole CSR refresh to fix, but they're not in a. It's not a great place. That's why we haven't gotten the CSP refresh that I was kind of hoping would come, and nope.
Nope. Mm-mm. Matt, what is your favorite Thanksgiving side dish?
It does not matter anymore because I can't enjoy it properly because it used to be stuffing.
Stuffing or dressing?
I'm not going to get into the semantics of it. It's bread, rebaked bread
Well, so stuffing is baked in the
the bird.
turkey.
I know.
Dressing is stovetop. For anybody listening who does not know the difference between those two.
I see. I am what you would call not a fucking pedant, and I don't care.
But here's the thing: they're different. Like if it was something who's like, if it's something like non-significant, I understand. But there is a difference in the texture and the taste between stuffing and dressing. If done properly, there is a difference.
If done properly, yes. But like Anna Gasteyer on the Butterball Hotline, there's always the possibility that you could infect your guests with whatever, and I'm sort of fine with that at this point.
I mean, the Darwin Award needs to come back.
Yes, the next change to the edit credit needs to be $500 2-night minimum. Just make it one big credit.
I do not eat most Thanksgiving foods. I am having a tri-tip made for me, and I will have tri-tip mashed potatoes and potentially corn casserole. So I don't eat most turkey. I eat I eat a turkey club once a year. That is my turkey. And happy Thanksgiving to you. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Arnelli. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, I can't enjoy my favorite Thanksgiving side. I can't enjoy my favorite Thanksgiving leftover. I can't enjoy my favorite Wawa hoagie.
Have you tried, and I'm going to ask this question. I mean this question sincerely, Matt.
Yes.
Have you tried stuffing with gluten-free bread?
I have had Alila's gluten-free stuffing, and it's fine. It's fine. I've had most varietals of gluten-free stuffing. Alila's is, in my opinion, the best. Here's the thing. When you've had the real thing, and you have the not real thing, with the sole exception of zero sugar Dr. Pepper, the real thing is almost always better.
A&W zero sugar is superior to other root beer outside of like Stewart's or small batch.
Yeah. I want my real damn stuffing. I want my real damn Wawa sandwich.
So if you were like, if the asteroid was gonna hit Earth tomorrow, would you just have all of the stuffings, all of the breads, all of the things?
Oh yeah, no, I'd go full gluten. Yeah. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die happy. God knows I'd prefer that.
In slight gastrointestinal discomfort, but happy.
Doesn't matter if I time the asteroid's collision correctly, I'm not even gonna have to worry about the gastrointestinal consequences because it would hit and I'd be fine.
Coke Zero is better than Coke. So I agree it's not Coke, but it's better than Coke.
It's better for my waistline than Coke.
Yes, this is correct. Double. I do not like most things. See, I don't like, I get people. I'm also not going to my family's for Thanksgiving. I am staying here and watching the Packers game because it is on at 1:00, and I need the ability to watch my Packers without having to.
Ford Field?
That's a question that I should know. I think so. Hold on.
Because the Thanksgiving game at
Yes.
1:00, it is okay. That is typically Detroit's time.
Yep. So Packers are playing Lions. That I knew. I just didn't know where they were. Cowboys are playing the Chiefs
at AT&T Stadium.
Yep. And then Ravens, Bengals. So two of the games should be entertaining. I don't know what the Bengals are going to do, but we'll see. And then Friday is Bears Eagles at 3, which should be interesting.
Oh, that's annoying. This new tool is cool, but it doesn't actually send you into the edit itself. It just gives you a Google search. That's fucking useless.
Yes. I'm interested, chat. If the asteroid was hitting tomorrow, what would be your last meal? So there's a show which is basically it's a celebrity interview, but the host eats like their last meal with them. So it's like, if you could have anything, what would your last meal be? And some of it is like my mother's like shrimp balls. I think Elizabeth Olsen had it was one of her courses, that right, very 1970s dish, right? Or and then she had a bunch of like bougie shit. And it's like Olsen twins money.
Almost certain that Mary Kate and Ashley do not eat mom shrimp balls.
Elizabeth said she did. If it was her last meal, that's what she would want as part of it, right?
That is the black sheep answer.
She's also like the artsy one.
Like, well, she's the only successful one left.
No, the Mary Kate and Ashley's fashion stuff is wildly successful. It's just they don't advertise.
Yeah.
Like, that's a $1 billion company. Anyway, but like there's a show of like the host interviews them, but they are eating their last meal. It's actually really good. I enjoy it. Yeah, no. The Olsen twins are super successful. They're just not acting anymore. Like,
yes,
they're like, we're gonna be bag ladies and to make fashion for very wealthy people, and also be more famous than anybody. Like, they're fine. Elizabeth's the young artsy one. Anyway, the show is awesome, and they have their last meal. So I ask you, chat, what would your last meal be? Double once. Shockingly enough, double animal fries. Is that your only thing in your last meal? All right, guys, I want your last meal. If you're gonna have a meal, not just a snack. Asteroid's coming, and a genie says you can have everything. What would that last meal be? This is what I would like to know from all of you. Death row meal is another. I prefer to say the asteroid because then you didn't do something terrible to get on death row. So, but same idea, Keith. Yeah, just a little less.
I mean, in Texas, it's
murder.
sneeze.
I'm trying to go with the asteroid instead of death, but you know, go for it. So, Matt, what would be your asteroid meal?
I don't know. Great answer. No, I honestly don't. I would just go ham on gluten. Like, I could do the Thanksgiving meal on gluten. I could do Loco Moco sounds awesome, especially with the glutinous brown gravy. Poutine would be amazing. I mean, there's barbecue, and by that I just mean yes. Also very true, QC man.
But the vast majority of people who are on death row have committed a crime. Yes, there are false positives, but again, this is why we're going with the asteroid.
Yep.
Opportunity. So we've got basically various forms of gluten. Would New York pizza be on your list?
Probably. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I would gladly have a New York slice, or a New York pie. I don't have a set place where I'd be getting it from because, like, my childhood memories of New York slices were like Famous Ray's down in the Village, or I think there was a Famous Ray's down in the Village. But it's places that no longer exist. And no, I would not go out of my way for Papayakin.
Would you get a Cat's or would you get something from Cats? I'm just naming famous New York places right now.
Here's the thing with Cats. I love Katz's Deli. I don't like the prices of Cass's Deli.
Okay, but if the asteroid was about to hit and your bank account wasn't going to survive anyway.
There's this. Here's the thing. I can live with or without the Katz's bread, honestly. Like I don't particularly care for it. You QC man, no.
You may leave,
Absolutely
sir.
Not.
You may leave.
Absolutely not. Do not. No.
I do like this answer from Keith. And no Talapano margarita with vintage champagne. That is a very classy answer for a very classy man.
Yes, I found an edit hotel for less than $600 total for 2 nights. Woohoo!
Where?
Dubrovnik. You have to stay on a Monday to Wednesday, but Sun Gardens Dubrovnik, $290 per night.
I mean, not this time, but if he tries it again, maybe.
Keith, don't go too crazy with your mod powers.
What state is that, Matt?
Dubrovnik, it's Croatia.
If you go to Croatia, you're good.
I very much want to go to Croatia.
I'm trying to think of what my last meal would be. Probably my mom's prime rib. My mom makes the best prime rib, and spätzle.
Spätzle's pretty good.
And
is it homemade spätzle?
Yes. My granddaunt married somebody who's very German, and a lot of the food that my cousins and I grew up on had a German tilt to it, even though we are super Irish and Scottish and things. So like spätzle, German potato pancakes, things like that were just something that we had often for holidays when everybody got together. So I do love me a German potato pancake with bacon and cheese on it is one of the true gifts of life. It is just so terribly delicious. So
Schnitzel would also go far.
Schnitzel, also very good. But yeah, my mom's prime rib with the thick gravy and spätzle was that was what we had for Christmas every year. So I don't really drink anymore, but if the asteroid was a coming, it would be Guinness to start, and then it would immediately transition into whiskey. Probably bourbon.
Oh, I'd be imperial stouts all day.
I do love a stout. I do love it. I love a Guinness. I love a stout. I love a porter.
It's everything but barley wine for me.
I don't like light beer. I like dark beer. If I'm ever gonna drink beer, Schnitzel is very good. If I'm ever gonna drink beer, it's gonna be a dark beer. I can't if it's you can see through it. I probably don't want to drink it. But yeah, I would break out the bourbons. A nice bourbon is one of the pure joys of life. So yeah, but that would probably be the bulk of my last meal. And then probably for dessert, probably tiramisu. I do love a tiramisu because it's coffee.
I don't even know where I'd start with dessert. There's so many places I could go with dessert. Again, I am deprived of basic things like cookies and regular brownies. And did I mention regular brownies? And can't do tiramisu. I can't do pie. I can't do cake. I can't do most things. Like half of ice cream. Cheesecake. I can have cheesecake, but I can't eat the crust. What is the goddamn point?
Could you do a crumble crust that was gluten-free Oreos, crush them up and use that as the crust for some cheesecake?
Yeah, and
also,
I could
thank you, QC man.
I can do gluten-free graham crackers. I could do gluten-free, I could do gluten-free crusts. Yes, if it's gluten-free crust, I can do whatever. But man, I don't want to do a gluten-free crust. Again, it's one of those like I remember, like because I remember.
You remember the before times.
Yes. In the long, long ago. Like I remember the good things. And so because I remember the good things, it's really hard for me to get amped up about like, oh yeah, it's measure for measure, gluten-free, 1 for 1. I don't care. It's not the same.
If the asteroid's about to hit, Keith, I'm gonna come over and share some of that with you because that sounds delectable.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. I am lucky. So the only food allergy I really have is mold, um, which comes into play for me the most with cheeses. I can have any hard cheese I want. I can have most like even like mozzarella and things like that that don't um really rely on the stuff as much. I'm good with, but I can't have like blue cheese. Um Can't have any of that. I don't also like it either, which is nice. I don't have mushrooms a lot because yes, mushrooms are not the same as mold, but they also often have mold spores on them. And if they're not properly washed to very well clean them off, they kill me. So yeah, but my food allergies are at least things I don't tend to like.
Yes, I could certainly go nuts on gluten I'd just go nuts on gluten a few hours before the what do you call it hits. Like at that point, I don't care. If the asteroids are coming, yes.
Matt is not going to be Bruce Willis in Armageddon. He's not going to go fix it. He's just going to be like, I will gorge myself on this pizza and let the asteroid do what the asteroid's going to do.
I'm not straining myself on a friggin' asteroid and telling Ben Affleck to go have fun with my daughter. No, absolutely not.
All foods are my. Oh, Keith, I am so sorry.
That is very unfortunate. But yeah, no. No double. They have not made improvements to Sapphire tables. It is still a mess. It is a terrible mess, and I want Sam Palmer fired.
Yeah, Sapphire Table seems to be, of all of the missteps, Sapphire Table seems to be the worst.
Yes. I can forget, like, nobody's complaining about the StubHub credit. The people complaining about the StubHub credit are just idiots who are trying to gift card their way out of things.
They also might, there are people who don't like the StubHub credit because it's StubHub, which that I accept.
Do I wish it was another company? Yes. Did I have any issues getting my stuff? All my stuff appears to be legit. I've put it in my Apple Wallet. If it is bad, I don't know who I'm going to talk to, but it looks like the reseller is actually the New York Islanders. So that's a plus, but also, sort of a commentary on the Islanders in general. They're good this year. Nobody anticipated them being good. Oh, they're down 3-1. 32 shots on goal to 14 shots on goal. Suro King, whale, you fucked up. So when the medication to suppress gluten allergies hits the market, Matt will be the first in line with a pizza slice in his mouth right after. They are developing mRNA for celiac, and yes, as soon as available, yes, I will be right there. I will pay out of pocket if I have to.
What is like? Would you get a Chase Freedom Unlimited to get the 3X on drugstores?
Already got it.
So you're all set.
I'm there.
It's not a bad one, Keith.
Yep.
So you would just be like, nope, we're going full on this one.
You don't understand how badly I miss like a proper DeNick sandwich. Yes, no, I'm gonna go get that shot.
The second head that's gonna grow out of your neck. That's fine.
Worth it. A real lasagna? Yeah, man. No, I have to buy from Udi's. I had to wait for DiGiorno to properly do like gluten-free pizza, and it's 1,500 calories for a whole pie, and that's annoying.
I'm sorry, Matt. I'm sorry that you have to suffer this. I really am.
It's not great, but you know, at least distilled alcohol is a good thing. Distilled is fine.
It does. I was mostly picking on him.
My CFF, the plan for my CFF is supposed to become a Sapphire Preferred.
I would like my Freedom card to probably be a Preferred if it's any good.
I know better, yes, and I'm certain I could get it covered. Since yes, I do have celiac, but I don't want to deal with it. I just want to go get it.
CVS is always popping on Rakuten, and I am a fan.
I'm off Rakuten.
Why?
I have a more fun alternative I want to play with.
Oh yeah, okay. I forgot that they do that.
They have 13,000 stores.
Okay. I'm very happy for you. Until I'm sure the VC money is not going to burn it down, I don't have any interest in it.
QC Man, he may have stopped federal funding, but there's still private institutions that are doing research on it. And Skate said, yes, I do.
He has a roving eye. That's good. No, here's the thing. I don't have a problem with Rove. I just simply am not interested in it for my own personal travel. I'm interested in you playing with it.
Also, Daddy Vroom, when they launch the app, they're going to be launching something called card linked offers in stores coming.
How does Shore exclusion? I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to go look up something to make me angry.
That's interesting. You buy them through Virgin, they code as cruise. That's cool.
At least you can book Virgin cruises with Virgin points. It's just obnoxiously expensive. Okay, it's less than 100 views per hour, but it's still annoying. Anyway, sorry. Does sound like a potential game changer. It is. It is. And for Black Friday, they're bringing back 10x loyalty eligible stays. So, yeah, another day of booking hotels for your little heart's desire.
Yeah.
Yes. Flights to Europe would be better.
Sorry, I'm doing multiple things, guys.
Yeah. I was researching edit properties, and if I want to go to Dubrovnik, which I would love to go to Dubrovnik, there is a property that's like $250 a night. So you can use your edit credit.
So I need to figure out my strategy because I have an IHG credit to use. I have 2 FHRs to use. I've got my Hiltons to use. I need to sit down probably tomorrow because I won't be. I mean, I'll be watching football, but you know, I won't be dealing with family or putting on pants. Real pants, at least. I'll have pants on, just not real pants. I need to figure out my strategy because I have enough Hilton points. I can do a nice week somewhere.
I have a free night certificate I need to burn, and I don't know where or how or what to do with it because when I upgraded my Hilton Honors to the Surpass, it is hey John, welcome. Hopefully the stream went well. Sorry I didn't get a chance to hop on. There's reasons. And happy Thanksgiving, John. And I'm sure everyone who's watching is already a subscriber to John's channel, but definitely check his stuff out. Remember when we were kids and Black Friday actually meant going to the store to get the crazy deals? No, I remember when I really became like in tune to what Black Friday was. I remember there being fights at Walmart's, and I just went, nope.
I remember my cousins would always sit after Thanksgiving and get the papers and start circling the deals and making their like route plan of like, we're going to go here and here and here. It's a very big production. They don't have to do that anymore. They just get a laptop out and.
Soon as it was, somebody got stabbed, I was just like, you know what? No, I'm going to stay home.
Yeah, no, I got a lot of really good Rakuten deals. Like all of my Christmas shopping, except for 3 people who I have to ship things to, so I won't buy for a little while, are done. So that's good. Like I got some good Rakuten deals. I now am the proud owner of about 7 VPNs though. Because, that was a thing.
I'm disappointed.
That I got VPNs?
You have 7 of them. How many do you need?
Actually, so here's the thing with VPNs is sometimes like when you're at a hotel and need to do something, like some of them will stream and some of them won't. So it's actually pretty useful.
I guess. But I feel like, oh yeah, I need to sign up for this. Oops. So for those who may or may not care, Seats.Aero has a Black Friday giveaway to give away 250,000 Rove miles. I'm going to be signing up for Seats.Aero Pro because I should just do that anyway. But there is a giveaway of 250,000 Rove miles if you're so inclined. I won't get any benefit out of it, so like I don't care if you do or don't do it. But yeah, there's that.
Saks Fifth Avenue, if you haven't burnt your Saks credit, 12x through Rakuten right now.
Lisai.
I can't get into like they offer them. I can't buy 9 different versions of web hosting. I could make some good points off of it. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do like hosting or like the credit or the computer cleaners. Like it's 75x, but I can't bring myself to do it.
Yeah, one of the web hosting services, or no, it's a server service, is like 230x Rove miles. And I'm like, that's awesome. I don't have that kind of spend.
Like this credit card cleaner is $89 a year, and it's 75x right now. It's like, oh, that would be really nice, but I don't want to spend $90 to do the thing. You know what I mean? Yep. Like it's that. I can't.
James,
can't do it.
Hope you're doing well. Hope the rest is going well. I know this weekend was huge for you, and James. Never mind. But yeah, hope you're resting. Hope you're feeling better, and glad to see that you're able to at least stick around and watch us for a little bit. So glad to see that, sir.
I do think one thing we hint about it on the podcast a little bit, but like points and miles sort of encourages you to spend money on things you don't actually want because you will make a decent amount of points off of it, and that is bad.
Oh, that's why I don't do that.
Like VPNs, I will actually use. Like, do I need 7? No, I probably could have stopped at 5. But
you could have stopped at 2.
3. I do a rotation of Proton, Nord, and Express.
Okay. That's fair. But like, I feel like 2 is more than enough. But
So some of my streaming services don't like some of the VPNs. So I need to maintain the streaming services, um, my rotation of streaming services, and those 3 will work for everything that I'm trying to do.
that's fair. Also, happy Thanksgiving, James.
So, but no, but it was like, I think I spent $100 and got like 10,000 points off of VPNs, and I'll use them. Like the bear one I'll set up for like my mom and my grandmother because it's you tap a button and it does everything else for you. So I'll use the stuff. It's just not necessarily for me.
Tunnel Bear.
Tunnel Bear, man. I do love their animation. I just don't need it for myself.
That's fair.
I don't. I've thought about doing it. I just have not done it yet. But my rotation of VPNs tends to solve that for me. And I have them all now for another year. So might be something I do in the future.
Let's see. CVS is 4.5 miles per dollar on Rove. What are some stupid Rove multipliers?
Yeah, there's one. Hold on, let me go back to Rakuten for a second. All stores. Thank you so much. I can't because I don't control our home router, so I don't get that option.
Yeah. Rolled his own homemade VPN through my UDM Pro. Is that a Ubiquiti device?
That is impressive. I use a travel router. It's a game changer. That is also a nice option. LifeLock is up to 90%. Surfshark's at 97. Nord is 100. Liquid Web is 110. So if you have the Rakuten card, you can get 115x on that sucker.
Hold on, Liquid Web?
Yes.
Never mind, it's not on. Oh, I think that's under business spend. I just saw Proton is 65x on Rove.
Yeah.
Yep, 65.3.
I love the 0.3. The edit needs to lower prices. Four Seasons and Ritz isn't good enough. Examples of more mid-range at Marriott at Waikiki is on the list for more moderate range. I think they want people to go to the luxury hotels because that's who's paying them.
I think they need to at least double the number of hotels that they have.
Yes, that too.
I don't really care how they do it. They just need to double it.
Yeah. Also, platinum holders, Lululemon is 12x right now if you haven't burned that credit for this quarter. I got a Lululemon water bottle or a coffee mug that I really like.
Fair enough.
I was very look, I am not their target demographic, but I've gotten some good stuff. I've gotten $150 worth of value off of that credit so far.
So Liquid Web you said was 110 plus the Rakuten card would be 114.
It'd be 115 total.
I see your 115 total, and I show you 230.7x. It's the 0.7 that gets me.
Yes, but I can't use Rove miles as effectively as I can use MR points.
You can cash out at 1.5 guaranteed on the loyalty eligible bookings.
But I don't want to book through Rove because I need to book through Delta to hit status.
I can't help you there.
You gotta understand what I'm doing, man. Let me see. I'm not gonna do it because I don't need Liquid Web, but I want to see how much I could do off of this just for fun. So hold on. I think it's gonna be this. So that would be 120 times 115. So I get, oh, it's less than 14,000 points. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. I get prime rib at Christmas, so that is therefore my favorite holiday meal.
I don't like Christmas movies.
I don't care about Christmas movies. I like the Christmas meal.
I mean, yeah, but the meal, prime rib is always up there. Yeah.
I will say, Keith, this is a shout out to you, sir. I've been using Sabewise. I bought their Lifetime Pro. I like it. I still use the other app for different things. But Sabewise has been nice, and I can see their functionality is growing. So they also now have coupons for things like groceries, which is nice.
Ooh, I buy card pointers for $140?
So card pointers is the other one I have. I use that a lot. I also use Sabewise. Sabewise, I think, is roughly the same price.
Does it also automatically just add all of your offers?
Yeah, so you have to go to the website like you do with card pointers. It does exactly the same thing. And you can like track what it is. So you can see like this was 12x 3 months ago and now it's 7x. So you can see like historical time things. I'll send you some screenshots on the side. But yeah, I've liked it. The features are it's sort of like your experience with Rove. Like features are being added because they are growing. The app on your phone is not as good as card pointers. It's not as full featured. Both of them are good. I use both of them. I have Lifetime for both. It depends on what you want to do. I think Savewise is a great app. I won't say it's categorically better. I will say that they're different, but I like it. I like I said, I use both. And Rove is one of the ones that it tracks, so you can see what it is on Rove compared to everything else.
Okay.
Hold on, let me take this screenshot because now I'm just showing Matt things on the side, guys.
I mean, I'm always down to look at those sort of things, but I can always just.
Key.
Hey, Key.
Hello.
Football practice. Impressive.
It is impressive. It's the highlight of my day. Well, we're glad you're here. Thank you for joining us.
Greatly appreciated. I need Chase to start doing what Amex does with Amex offers, where like you can get X number of points per dollar spent through Chase. Like I need them to adopt that.
That is very helpful. Yeah. I would like Chase has the money to do it. It just doesn't seem like they particularly want to.
Well, they're gonna have to, given how bad the fuck up was. We're far enough in that I can say fuck up. Given how bad the fuck up was, they need to do something. Card pointers with cashback monitor built in, and it tells you everything that stacks. Ooh. Sexy.
It is great. There are things that it does not do that I wish it did, but overall it is great. That's why I like the tandem of card pointers in there as well.
So maybe it's $150. I could do that.
I just sent you a screenshot to give you an idea. It doesn't show Rove because I don't have Rove, so you can put in what you have.
Okay, perfect. I will look at that later. So here's the thing. Given how badly the CSR went, and now they are doing lifetime language, they're doing pop-up jail, they're doing, they've restricted, they've derailed the ink train, which I'm fine with them derailing the ink train for no problem. They need to do something to start currying favor and wooing back some of the folks that are pissed off. And 4X Dining isn't going to do it. 3x general travel might, but I understand how that's too expensive. Card linked offers and their chase offers becoming more dynamic and switching to a earn more miles on regular spend. Because, like, if they turned your Sapphire Reserve into a card that could, temporarily earn 5% back at Cumberland Farms is cool, but 5 times points at Cumberland Farms is also helpful, and 10 times points in the store would be better.
Yeah.
And it's 10% in store and 5% at the, or 3% at the, what do you call it? At the pump, which is fine, right? But give us the option to turn those chase offers from cashback into points, and you'll start winning back some of the folks who went away. Because now you can turn that card into not an everything card, right? You're not going to be able to do everything through it, but getting just enough would be better.
Yeah, no, I think you're right there.
While I understand that's oddly therapeutic, I ain't got time.
What if they improve the? I think they wanted to do an entire overhaul of all of their cards or all of their non-co-brands. They just can't.
I'm sure that there's an overhaul of the Freedoms coming. Right now, there's still a fire that they have to put out. Like, they're not going forward. Like, they should have launched the Sapphire Preferred refresh by now, and they can't because of how bad the fire that they created with the Sapphire Reserve is.
Yeah.
Like, I've been sitting and waiting. Like, my Freedom Flex is going to become a Sapphire Preferred, and I got the Freedom Flex. When I looked at the credit limit that Chase gave me on the Freedom Flex, I was like, 1, this is far too much money to put on this card. What's wrong with you? 2, this will become the Sapphire Preferred as soon as I understand, like, as soon as I see what the Sapphire Preferred can give me. Because they also want to make the Sapphire Preferred complementary to the Sapphire Reserve. Otherwise, why did you lift the 1 Sapphire rule?
Yeah. I think they had this whole plan of how they were going to do things and make things, this particular ecosystem that all connected. And then their first card stumbled and they don't know how to fix it without redoing everything. The problem is if they redo everything, they're admitting defeat. And they don't want to do that either.
They need to.
I believe that, Matt. And you believe that? They do not currently believe that.
Well, they need to take a walk off that pier and walk into the river because they done fucked up.
Chase allows you can at sometimes. Sometimes they will block you if you've done it. Like, once you've moved a limit, they'll block you out for a while until you can move it. I don't know if you can move business limits around.
You can. It's personal to personal, business to business. You cannot do personal to business or business to personal.
I really wish Amex would get rid of you can move personal to business, but you can't move business to personal.
I wish I could move personal to business with Chase.
I wish I could get my limits back on my personal cards on Amex.
Yeah. There's that.
I can get 18,000 Delta miles on the Motley Fool right now.
Do you want to?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm just looking around at what is out there.
My therapy platform offers me 28,000 Rove miles, and I'm like, I want to do that, but I think that's for new users only, and that's unfortunate.
I have to get the full one. How much is the full one? The full epic is $300. I don't even want to know how much the full one is.
stupid is what it is.
I'm gonna see. That's not what I want. Full.
Oh, it's an SMB purchase. It's 28,846 miles. Okay. An online purchase is 865 miles. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I don't know if the Flex is still available.
It should be. When they brought it back, I think they brought everything back with it. Like, they're making it a bit harder to switch between Visa and Amex, Visa and MasterCard, but it should still be an option. I need my Freedom Flex to get to a year. I'm also carrying a stupid balance on it right now, but I'm in that 15-month balance transfer, or 15-month 0% APR. So as long as I pay off that balance by the end of the 15th month, which is October of next year, which should be doable, then I will go from there.
Also, the full one is like $13,000. That is not worth 18,000 miles.
No. I'd rather just pay for a Delta Airlines gift card online through Rove and get 3.9 miles per dollar.
If you have a Delta card right now, there's a promo for like 5x on Delta gift cards. So do that instead.
Why wouldn't I just stack them?
Because you can get the... Oh, no, it's an Amex thing.
Oh. Through Amex offers?
Yeah.
Do I have to buy directly from Delta?
Yes.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Like, it's an Amex offer, which it means you have to buy directly from the thing for it to code correctly.
Yeah. Clinton, I know having a flex balance wouldn't prevent a product change. It carries over to the new card. I don't want, and while the promotional APR may also carry over, I don't want to play that game.
That's fair.
And I don't have a clue what the Sapphire Preferred looks like. Yeah. What a refresh Sapphire Preferred looks like.
Right now, it looks like nothing.
Well, yeah. Diamond, that would depend on how much MasterCard is going to charge them an interchange fee, like how much extra MasterCard wants from an interchange fee. I can't imagine that they would kill all MasterCards from their lineup and co-brands. They only have, 5 MasterCards total. There's the IHG cards, which are MasterCards. There's the Freedom Flex. There's the Aeroplan card, and everything else is a Visa. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The DoorDash and Instacart cards are MasterCards. I don't think they would kill off all the MasterCards. But I do think they wouldn't put top-line partners with MasterCard. Like Aeroplan, I don't think they thought of Aeroplan as the partner that Aeroplan has become for them when they did the deal with Aeroplan and MasterCard. So I think that could get renegotiated to a Visa. IHG could potentially become a Visa in the future. But they just extended that deal last year. And then the Freedom Flex, however long that deal with MasterCard is it's guaranteed for now. I don't know that they're going to change that anytime soon.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful headline on the credit card subreddit. All I did was apply for 2 credit cards last night. Come on, man. Just 2?
That does sound about right.
I don't know how the fuck does something like that happen. I can't post the screenshot, but my credit union told me my credit score lost 598 points. Is my credit score now only 5 points? It was well over a year since I last tried to apply for a low to fair credit score starter credit card. What?
Something is not right in that.
It's something is foul in the state of Denmark there.
Yeah.
U.S. Bank Altitude Reserve partner transfer partner still unknown. Yup. Yep.
Who do you see them getting? Because I don't have strong hopes for who they're gonna get.
Honestly, their biggest coup would be getting Korean Air.
Mm-hmm.
I would expect them to get the Wells Fargo, like the Wells Fargo setup. You got Navios program or programs. You get Air France. Maybe you get Virgin to start, or you add Virgin later. I don't know who they're getting for hotels at this point. Wyndham?
Maybe.
It'd be really bad if all they got was Wyndham. Yeah, I don't know. Thoughts on the suggested higher end Chase airplane card? Apparently $195 and annual fee and some survey that was sent out. I saw that about a survey about a higher tier airplane card. I can't imagine that they're going to settle at $195 because the current card is only $95. So what else are you going to do with an extra $100? I think one of the killer features that they could do with this card, if it was like a $395 or $595 card, access to Maple Leaf lounges. That's not the killer feature I'm thinking, but bring back the unlimited pay yourself back for travel at 1.25. It may have a low travel multiplier or have travel be 1x, but like give Dugras back what Dugras wants. I'd be curious to see what they do with that. They also teased like a higher end IHG card, and they've teased a higher end Hyatt card. I don't think any of these are going to come to pass until they put out the Sapphire Fire. So like, yeah, the quicker they can solve the Sapphire bit, the better for everyone involved.
Yeah, I don't think they can do anything until the Sapphire Fire is put out.
But like, I don't know what else they can do with the Sapphire Fire. Like, they're not bringing back 3x travel, right? If they're not bringing back 3x travel and they're not going to mess with the multipliers, like, honestly, at this point, the only things I would do would be
dining credit versus the table bullshit.
Dining credit, just make it an open table dining credit. If you like, absolute bare minimum is making an open table dining credit. Like, you just go through open tables. Okay, whatever. There's plenty of restaurants and open tables across whatever to make that more acceptable than what they're doing now, because what they're doing now is bullshit.
Correct.
And they should turn that bullshit into some sort of work of art. I just love the Stefan Johnson voiceover of "This is a work of art. This is bullshit." Next would be, they've just got to add to the edit. They should make the edit credit a 2-night requirement, $500 total. That would make everyone's lives a little bit easier instead of the two nights, two nights, 2 times a year. And then I would make the DoorDash credit just a flat $25 credit, and then bring back Lyft Pink membership. And throw on probably an Instacart Plus membership.
I think they need to not touch anything for a couple of months. I think the constant changing is a problem.
Yeah, but then you're not going to have any progress on any other cards. Like, they're not going to go look at the Sapphire Preferred. They're not going to go release this higher tier airplane card.
I understand, but I still think they need to not touch anything for a minute. Because the more they touch things, the more they're reminding people that they're touching things, which are reminding people of what they're doing.
Right, but the less they do that, the more people are going to complain about how bad it is. They're in a catch-22.
Yes. And I think they need to not say anything, give it until March, and then come out with the CSP. Come out
Maybe.
with a CSP with 2.5x travel. Yes, they need more good touch.
I still want a premium World of Hyatt card. That doesn't exist, but like I'm not going out of my way to get the World of Hyatt card. I'm not going out of my way to get any other personal chase card at the moment because like I've got all the chase cards I need.
I think that's the key is ultimately there comes a certain point where most credit cards aren't interesting unless they come with something. Like if they came out with a higher tier Delta card that just had silver per card or had 5,000 MQDs per card, I would probably upgrade both of my cards just to be done. Because then I wouldn't have to worry about Delta stays. I wouldn't have to worry about any of the other stuff. So I think there comes a certain point where you're just not as interested in new cards. Like I'm interested in them from a podcasting and a like thought experiment way. I am not interested in like acquiring a new credit card right now.
Yeah, IHG Premier for fourth night free wouldn't be a bad idea. Like if I'm going to go into IHG, which I'm still not sure I am, I would pick up the Traveler for no annual fee, just so that I could unlock the fourth night free. But
the $99 card is pretty great.
It is, but if I've already got the status.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying you should get it. I'm just saying I have it, and I think it is pretty great.
Yeah. Are you going to re-up for Ambassador, or are you just going to stick with the 99?
I haven't decided because I haven't used my Intercontinental credit because life lifed this year.
That's fair.
So until I use the Intercontinental credit, I am thinking about maybe going to opening day at Fenway. Because there is, in fact, an Intercontinental in Boston. And I am thinking about maybe doing that to burn my credit. I tried to use the credits at a place I want to go and not just pick a random place that is cheap. I like the city of Boston. It is one of my favorite places. So using it there, I did think about going to New York City and just taking the train down, going to one of the IHGs there. That's not a hard thing to do.
Right.
And I like the train. The train is nice. So why do you think Chase? It's a card thing, I think.
Yeah, I assume that was a card specific benefit. There's no way that they were going to add
they want people to still get the IHG card.
Well, the fourth night free thing is based on point stays, so they could have thrown it on there without it being as overpowered as the City Prestige was when it first launched. But I don't think Chase was necessarily pursuing that. I think they just wanted to get a status, any status, and IHG Platinum was the best they could do.
I would take IHG Platinum on my Platinum card. I'd be down for that.
I want Hyatt Discoverist on the Sapphire Reserve in the worst way. I don't even need like nice status. I just want basic status. I really don't think basic status is too much to ask for the Sapphire Reserve.
You get what, Marriott and IHG?
You just get IHG.
Oh, you don't get Marriott status on the CSR?
No.
That's silly. I keep forgetting that because it's so dumb.
I pay for Marriott status, so it's fine. As long as I have that out, I'm fine. So I'm not going to spend 20 nights at Marriott. Are you crazy? 25 nights at a Marriott? I'm not doing that.
What? So this is a question I get asked all the time, so I'm going to turn it around on you. What do you get for Marriott Gold, like, that makes you want to pay the $200 or whatever you paid for how you got it? Like, What specifically? Because you're not at Marriott's often. You're at them
No.
sometimes, but you're not there super often. What does it actually get you?
While it doesn't guarantee an upgrade, the possibility, like just having the possibility of an upgrade is always nice, depending on like where I'm going. I like the extra points earning, although realistically, what am I going to do with Marriott points? I've used them to stay at Marriott's, which has been weird. Because the inn at Belfield had like a 27,000 point night, and I was like, yes, because I'm not paying. I don't want to pay $300 for that. Although I would typically pay $300 on the weekend if I had to. It's really just increased points earning, but now with Rove, I don't see a need for Marriott points aside from, if I was going to build them up, I would be building them up to transfer out at 3-1, just because it's the best transfer I could get to an airline. But what airline I would send it to, I don't even know. So I could cancel it next year if I want. I just don't want to walk into a hotel and not be told thank you for, your status with us. It's a weird thing, I know.
Hey, look, I get it. Like, I'm not going to stay at a hotel I don't have status with, typically, that I'm booking direct. Like, I'm not going to book a Hyatt direct with Hyatt. Like, I'm going to go through something else. So I get it. Of all of the ones for you to buy status for, Marriott seems the silliest in a lot of ways because of your travel patterns.
Oh, it very likely is. It's just I wasn't going to have the stays to guarantee gold again, and I didn't want to deal with silver because silver's silly. But in the off chance that I have to book a Marriott, I want some sort of status.
Because you want to be told, thank you, Mr. Clausen, for being a gold member with us.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not knocking it. Like, I'm going after Delta status every year. I get it. For many of the same reasons you just articulated. Of all of the ones to go after, Marriott Gold. It is given away like candy.
I know it's given away like candy, and the fact that I can't get it on the Sapphire Reserve is very annoying. Like, get it on the Sapphire Reserve without doing the stupid challenge every other year is very annoying. I will gladly concede that it's very stupid. Marriott usually runs double night promotions in most years. Yes, but that requires me staying at 10 Marriotts, doing 10 Marriott nights. No, I'm sorry, doing 12 and a half Marriott nights to qualify for gold. I don't want to do that. Like, yeah, I'll hit 10. And yes, if I wanted silver status, I could just apply for the gold card. But like, I like that I bought status without having to get a credit card in addition to it.
I wish that they offered that. Like, I wish, like, say you have the Surpass, you just buy Diamond every year. Like, you have to hold something, right? Like, I understand they want some barrier to entry. But yeah, I have gold from the business card and I've been upgraded 3 times in 2 years. It does happen.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just not very
okay, Clinton, that's just try not to flex too hard. You're going to break something.
That is so many nights at Marriott's for work. Just so many.
As somebody without work travel, like some of y'all, I just have to shake my head.
I mean, I may get into work travel if I change employers, and I very much would like to change employers for one particular company.
Matt, no.
What?
No. 1,440 nights.
That's a lot of courtyards.
That is just so
many Spring Hill suites.
365 days. We're not going to worry about leap years. That is 3.945 years. So that is 4 years of your life in a Marriott.
Yep.
That is so many. So many.
Anyone here going to try for Diamond Reserve next year? Marriott's, Renaissance, and Courtyards in that order per the lifetime status page. Wow. Got the Rewards Master joining us. Hello, sir. Rewards Master doesn't care about hotel status. He cares about airline status.
Which I respect. I am very excited about Platinum for Delta next year. I have to figure out what I'm going to do for my thingy that they give that I have to pick. I haven't decided yet.
Your benefit?
My benefit, yes. That's the word I'm looking for. I have to figure out what my benefit's going to be.
Oh, that's a fun post from 2 hours ago in the Built Rewards subreddit. Is Built a dumpster fire?
I mean,
in light of tomorrow, I'm sitting here on the Group W bench. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean,
you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant.
Yes, you can.
Except for Alice.
Yes.
I'll be having that playing loudly at around 11:30 in the morning tomorrow morning.
That will also be playing at my home. I got my mom one year for Christmas a newspaper that was it was an old ad for Alice's restaurant that they did that the singer is holding up, and I got her that for the kitchen. Has anyone ever tried to put out? Isn't there some places in like Asia that have just like fires that have been burning for like 100 years or something? I feel like that's dope.
There is the Gate to Hell in Tajikistan. That is a natural gas explosion, an open pit fire that was a natural gas explosion. Thank you, Russia. And there is the never-ending fire in Centralia, Pennsylvania. Also due to gas and coal.
Pennsylvania. Should people move their built points, Matt?
Totally up to you. Send them wherever you think is going to be the best value. But like they have a lot of partners, so you got options.
That is very cool.
Arlo got 3. That's nice.
I've seen James Taylor. That's I don't go to a lot of concerts, so that's my big one.
I missed out on Pete Seeger, but it was like 80 to 90-year-old Pete Seeger, so
slightly different.
Yeah. The other tradition that I'll have for tomorrow in my house is watching that one episode of The West Wing where they call the Butterball Hotline.
The president calling the Butterball Hotline is perhaps the greatest thing that Martin Sheen has ever done.
My name is Joe Bathersonton.
And him giving Charlie the carving knife.
Yes, but those are 2 separate episodes.
Yes, but they're both related to
Thanksgiving. Yes.
To Thanksgiving, yes. One of my favorites. Though I do have problems with the flash forward that you see Bartlett, older Bartlett, coming to see everybody. I have nitpicks about that scene, but that's a whole different.
Oh, in season 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really know how to tie that series up.
They didn't know how to tie that series past Aaron Sorkin leaving. Like there were choices made.
Yeah.
Though seeing CJ Craig as president right now is pretty cool. Because Allison Janney is playing the president on The Diplomat with Kerry Russell.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen the show yet, but I have seen clips of her being the president. I'm like, oh, cool. CJ Craig is president. Ian Matthew, oh God, the guy that played Josh is the first gentleman.
Bradley Whitford.
Thank you. I need to watch it because it's up my alley. I just haven't yet. But yeah,
where's it
I was
streaming?
Hold on. Hold, please. Netflix.
Oh, okay. I can probably do that.
Yeah. But he's the first gentleman. She's the president. I need to watch it because pretty great.
Okay. Side note. Is there anything good on Apple TV?
Yeah. Watch stuff on Apple TV.
What?
The Newsroom is bananas, but I like it.
The Newsroom's on Apple TV?
Or not the Newsroom, the morning show.
Okay, I haven't watched the morning show yet.
It's bananas. It is absolutely batshit cuckoo bananas, but it's Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston being batshit and dramatic, and I am down for that.
Okay.
I have an actual the Peanuts also is on.
Peanuts is good. Yes, I have no problem with Peanuts, but like I started watching Pluribus, don't care. Started watching Palmer Royale, don't care. Started watching Central Park, don't care. Started watching Ted Lasso. Apparently, I am unfunny. I am not funny, and like Ted Lasso did not speak to me.
I'm not a huge fan of Jason Sudeikis.
The Diplomat is good according to Rewards Master, so good to know there. Nona loves it. Awesome. Also check out Nona's channel. So I haven't given a chance to Silo. Yes, there's Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, which I'll probably play tomorrow. But yeah, like I have just had no luck with everything that. Oh, I'll probably try to watch Masters of the Air, and I'll probably try to watch Shrinking because I do enjoy. What's his name? Jason, yes. Not Jason. Yes, Jason Segel. I do enjoy Jason Segel, so I'll probably try Shrinking and see if that's worth it. But like the first couple of shows I put on that were not Peanuts, it was like Ted Lasso was a hard watch to try and get through in that first episode. It's not funny to me. Central Park is bad. I know it's the guys behind Bob's Burgers, but it's bad. Palm Royale,
How much did you watch of each of these? Did you watch an episode or did you watch multiple episodes?
So Ted Lasso, I couldn't finish the first episode. Central Park, I couldn't finish the first episode. I am maybe 10 minutes into Pluribus, and I don't care. With how they do sound, I have a bunch of shows with how they do sound. Can't stand when effects and music drown out talking. So many shows. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, shows do not do sound mixing very well anymore.
Yeah. Snoopy in Space I watched a couple of episodes of, so that's cool. I don't even know who put on Amazing Stories. But like I have tried a number of things and I'm just like, I don't like this. So maybe I'll try the morning show because that's at least gotten a couple of seasons.
It is good. Like it's one of those shows that you have to suspend certain amount of disbelief that things are going to happen the way they do, but it's soapy and campy and I enjoy it. Isn't Apple TV on the newest? So another useless credit. I can't believe they just didn't put an Apple One credit, but I think Apple wanted their service revenue bumped.
I have a feeling that if they actually land the Apple Card, that they will rework that into an Apple One credit.
I don't know if I want them to get the Apple Card, but you know, you don't like Severance or Slow Horses.
So here's the thing with Severance. I don't like Adam Scott.
Incorrect, but I understand.
I don't know him as Ben. I know him as the guy who annoyingly shows up on Adult Swim.
Okay. I am a Parks and Rec fan from the original airing of Parks and Rec.
Okay.
So I have Leslie Knope is one of my favorite fictional characters. So I get it. Actually, Ron Swanson is also one of my favorite fictional characters. And I like that Nick Offerman is very clear that Ron Swanson is, yes, kind of a libertarian, but he would not be down for any of the bullshit going on. I do appreciate that because Nick Offerman is awesome.
Okay. Yes. Also, you saw him very early in his career on The West Wing.
Yes. Also on Will and Grace with his wife. And his wife, Megan Mullally, also plays one of his ex-wives on Parks and Rec, which is hysterical because they are batshit together on that show. And it is the funniest thing watching them together.
So, random on the internet, I haven't watched Slow Horses yet. I'll probably give that a try because it's Gary Oldman. I will look at highest, lowest. I will look at loot. I'll watch the F1 movie when it debuts next in 2 weeks. I guess I'll try H-Jack because it's Idris Elba. So there's stuff I will try. The Reluctant Traveler with Eugene Levy looks somewhat interesting. So like there's still more to try. And yes, I have it for free from the Sapphire Reserve, but like first couple shows, Palmerale, I'm like, oh, I like Allison Janney. Oh, I like Kristen Wiig. Oh, this is very slow.
I will say
I like Rhea Seehorn.
You would like Ron Swanson because at the end of the show, and I'm spoiling a show that's been off the air for like 15 years. At the end of the show, with getting hit the wrap up where everybody gets what they want, he buys into Lagavulin.
As he should. And Nick Offerman actually bought into Lagavulin.
Yes, but that was part of Ron Swanson's his wrap up, and to be able to have his happy ending, he became a parks ranger where he gets to be by himself and not deal with people because he hates people, and he bought into Lagavulin. So it was a very good ending for him. Friday Night Baseball on Apple TV.
Yes. I've heard nothing but horror stories about it, but yes, this is true.
But you can mute it and just have the game on.
Also true, but not a thing I necessarily want to do.
That are muted. I don't listen to a lot of commentary.
So here's the thing. I am epically spoiled with when I have the opportunity to watch the Mets, I am epically spoiled with SNY's TV group of Gary Cohen, Ron Darling, and Keith Hernandez.
Yes.
There is no better group in baseball. Now, I want Matt Vasgersian like narrating a baseball game, but if I don't have Gary, Keith, and Ron, I don't really care. So that's kind of the problem.
Tammy 1 and Tammy 2 are fantastic. And then he marries Xena Warrior Princess.
Interesting.
No, literally, Lucy Lawless is the third wife. It's great. I love Lucy Lawless. Ron Swanson and Xena Warrior Princess are canonically married in Parks and Rec. It's great.
Okay, so Apple did The Instigators, which stars Matt Damon and Casey Affleck. They couldn't pony up for Ben?
No. They had to go with discount. Though Ben Affleck apparently is at a compound with both of his ex-wives named Jennifer, one he is currently married to and one he is divorced from. If he doesn't behave, does like a future Jennifer show up to show him his future? Like, are we going to have the three Jennifers, like the three horsewomen of the apocalypse, come to Ben Affleck?
I hope it's Jennifer Aniston, who's the third one.
It would be. Do you imagine? Though I think she's engaged. I don't know. But yes, that would be great. Jennifer Aniston shows up.
So I'll try. I guess I could try Severance. I just every time I see Adam Scott, I want to punch him in the face.
You need to watch Parks and Rec. That's what you need to do.
Oh, For All Mankind. I'll try For All Mankind.
For All Mankind is also on there, yes. You can watch Jason Momoa in a loincloth and see.
Pass.
Little Sebastian. Gonna get verklempt.
All right. You know what? I think the next show I'll try is Shrinking. If Shrinking's a bust, I'm really going to have issues with Apple TV Plus because it's really it has been
to
rough.
Be fair, I didn't watch Ted Lasso, but Ted Lasso is critically acclaimed. It just might not be a for you thing.
Oh, it's absolutely not for me. Like I like soccer. I like the premise. Do not like the execution.
Which is fair. It's not like they're making garbage. It's not like they have, 18 and pregnant, 7 different ways. It's just not for you content.
Yeah, which is fine. And I'm glad I'm not paying for it. But I'm not happy with what I'm not paying for.
That is fair.
I'm glad I'm getting this for free because I'd be sitting here going, I paid for this? What the hell?
That is fair.
Like as toxic as Don. No, Dan Harmon's not super toxic. Dan's got his issues, but he's not Justin.
I have not heard that. Maybe, but I do not remember that.
I think because of how bad it is. Because they didn't hit enough. They may be cutting back on some things.
They also spend an absorbent, like they're one of those studios where they were just spending a stupid amount of money on everything.
Yep. And they need a certain amount. Like when you spend that much and you don't have hit after hit after hit, like Severance is a hit. I understand that Severance is a hit. The morning show was a hit. I don't know how much of a hit it is now. What else do they have that was a hit? Ted Lasso was a hit. And now they're like milking it for all it's worth. They need Slow Horses to be a hit. They need Chief of War, now that that's the new Jason Momoa like thing that they're doing. They need that to be a hit. Oh, this movie is there. Okay. The Gorge with Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy. Okay. I've seen interesting scenes from that movie. I don't know how it's going to hit for me because, like, those two have quite the age gap between them.
She looks like she could play anything from like 18 to 40, though. She's one of those actresses that you can.
Yes. I loved her in the chess show, though.
Queen's Gambit?
Yes.
I have not seen that. I keep meaning to, and then I just haven't.
Yeah, it's been a while. There's just so many like but I'm the guy who just like impulsively goes back to either HBO Max for The West Wing or Peacock for Psych, and I'm just like I'm happy here. I like my little bubble.
You like to rewatch shows. Like if you could wipe The West Wing from your brain and just rewatch it just on a loop, that's what you would do.
Yes.
Yeah, I get you. All right, Matt, we're hitting about 2 hours. Is there anything else you would like to talk about tonight?
I've got nothing tonight. I might come back tomorrow on my own. Don't know yet. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I got nothing at the moment though. And
Matt is kicking me off my own live. Like what is, can't believe. It's like, no, you can't come.
I might open it up to the other thing. That's fine. No, the only other thing would just be like trying to figure out, see if I can get an idea of what Bank of America is doing with their latest survey, because they sent out a survey about either a refresh to the Premium Rewards Elite or a new card above the Premium Rewards Elite with companies I've never heard of, which just means I'm in the wrong tax bracket.
Yes.
And like Black Cloak, cybersecurity and digital privacy protection. What the hell? And a medical concierge, which would be interesting. That and like the Aeroplan card. But yeah, I got nothing at the moment. Maybe musings on a higher tier World Hyatt card, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right. If you don't have anything else, and I don't have anything else, and the chat doesn't have anything else, I think we have served our 2-hour sentence.
Yeah, I think it's time to say goodnight, Matt.
Hey, Matt, say goodnight.
Night, Matt.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We had a lovely time. I'm going to milk this for the next 57 seconds so we can officially hit 2 hours.
How dare you?
I know. Take the day off and see, Clinton is telling you what to do, Matt. He is telling you to take a day off.
I'm not hitting $300 in revenue on my channel this month. I'm annoyed.
Yes, but do you think that doing a live on Thanksgiving when people are not there is going to fix that?
I don't know. Last year's Thanksgiving live went okay.
Maybe.
I'm in I'm in a rough place when it comes to YouTube right now. Like I'm disgusted with other creators continually getting views on stuff that I don't think is worth giving views to.
Welcome to content creation as a whole.
It's,
you know, there's auteur directors out there going, Michael Bay is getting paid what? To do what?
Yeah, but like he had stuff before he jumped the shark.
Say goodnight, Matt.
Thank you. I do like the design of the new thumbnails. It takes a lot of yelling at Gemini, but I'm happy with where they're going.
We're getting there. Matt, say goodnight.
Night.
Night, guys.